God, it's the worst.
Yes. Piss off Mango. My sole goal in life. Hi everyone, welcome to another Atmos video. We're here with Set 5, Lorcana. What's it called?
Shimmering Skies.
Shimmering Skies.
I almost messed that up.
Yep. So we did manage to get an Ursula, playing our own off-meta nonsense because Bucky's gone.
Yep.
Thank goodness. We refused to engage with it. We went around it.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see.
Took some doing.
It took some doing, but we did get there. It's going to be interesting to see how Shimmering Skies changes the meta, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Toronto is going to be particularly interesting. That's coming up in like a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, and that will be set for Shimmering Skies not legal, but also Bucky not legal. So that's going to be like a really weird one of meta.
Right. Well, Bucky legal, but like the nerfed version.
Yeah,
The borderline
Bucky's
unplayable,
banned.
right?
It's banned.
Yeah.
It's banned. This errata nonsense is ridiculous. Anyway, so we're going to be coming at this from primarily a constructed perspective, although we'll talk about limited a little bit. We are going to start about we're going to start with the commons and uncommons. Just go ahead and skip ahead like a few hours if you want to see the actual interesting stuff. Maybe I'll split it into a separate video so that literally no one watches the commons and uncommons. Anyway, let's just get into
Limited Lorcana review.
Yeah.
The huge.
Yeah, we'll talk about some limited.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some interesting stuff right here. Take us away with Nala. Nala is interesting.
Here's a stat line we haven't seen.
Yeah.
A 1 cost inkable 0/4 with 1 lore.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Everyone loves Nala.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone loves Nala. But no, this is interesting. Something that has a big bloodline. I mean, she's even like...
It says the Lorcana hide and seek champion was hers for the taking.
That's weird. Self-referential?
Weird. The self-referential...
Off to a great start. These are all going to be left in, by the way. All right. Mischievous Cub. I mean, I'm really interested to see how good this is. Mm-hmm. Like, this kind of reads like a location to me, right?
Yeah. I mean, it might as well be a location that's just not exerted yet.
Yeah, that's like situationally.
It's just better than
protected
than the 4 willpower 1 cost.
Yeah, it has to be, right? It just has to be better than those locations. So, yeah, interesting. I guess it doesn't have locations energies, but it has characters energies, which so far are better.
And you can buff characters and stuff, of course.
So why is this one so small? So anyway, okay.
People are making decks with it.
Here we go. Yeah. It's a 2/2 for 1 with 1 lore. Cool.
Seen it.
Shift targets and like...
There's shift targets for sure.
Stories energies.
But here's a new one.
Yep. You're good.
1 cost inkable 1/1 with 1 lore. When you play this character, chosen character gains rush this turn.
Oh, that's neat.
There's a 1 cost action that does that, but this is a character, so there's someone on the board.
Yeah, it can target itself, so it can get in there for damage.
This.
That's true. You can bounce it.
Bounce it, replay it. Madam M Snake's just actually a fox.
Exactly. Yeah. One less damage fox for basically the same cost. Yeah. This is interesting. Ironically, I'm like kind of off of this in limited. Probably, I just don't think it does really enough in limited.
Yeah, no way.
But maybe in constructed, I mean, maybe it's okay in limited too.
Hey,
it's
Blurple Cogsworth shifts onto it.
Ooh. Actually, don't hate. No, that's bad. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that deck's trying to rush, but
I just remember because you never shift Cogsworth.
That was a good point. It is a Cogsworth. Oh, Retrosphere. We're getting spheres. Oh, by the way, I have not really seen many of these cards at all, so I'm going pretty blind. You've seen a decent bit of
like the legendaries, and I just spoiled myself with the enchanteds.
Loser.
But, sorry.
So pretty. Retrosphere. 1 cost inkable like all the spheres. 2. Oh, you have to pay for this one and banish it. Return chosen character, item, or location with cost 3 or less to their player's hand. So it's 3 net for a 3 bounce.
It's bad befuddle.
But you
an
can
item.
pay it. It's cost 3 or less. Befuddle's 2.
But you have to pay 3 overall. Right. Well, 2.
Yeah, 1 and then 2.
Yeah.
But befuddle's only 2.
Yeah.
It's cost 2 or less.
Yeah, because you can just play this and let it sit there.
Who's the skit? Kit? Cloud Kicker.
Yeah.
That's the one that's strength 2 or less, or
Right.
power 2 or less.
Right. And the muses bounce as well.
So how good is this? Is this good?
I don't think it is because it's a.
This is maybe good. This is maybe good.
It's an amethyst item, which is weird.
I mean, we've seen a whole bunch of attempts at item matters. Obviously, Tamatoa getting there.
Yeah, right.
And Hiram getting there. But as we keep seeing more and more of these things that are just like, okay, you know, maybe there's more items matter, like entire item decks. Because this is pretty good in like an entire item deck, right? It's like pseudo removal. It's tempo based removal.
Yeah, right.
So maybe.
Maybe.
Also less interested in limited.
There's another 0/4.
Oh, another 0/4.
Yeah.
So maybe this is going to be like... Is there one in every color in this?
I don't
Do we
know.
know?
I haven't looked at all of them. Just
Okay.
definitely seen all the legendaries.
Maybe there will be. So I guess this is just like a new standard stat line.
Another shift target too, for sure.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. The Steel Little John, right?
Yeah.
The body.
That
that's the
Little
bodyguard
John might
around.
have some sort of legs at some point.
Yeah.
So who knows?
And bodyguards come back.
Yeah.
All right. I get Merryweather. Oh, nice. It's a 1 inkable 1/2 Ray of Hope. When you play this character, you may pay 1. So we get Kicker, to use a magic term, which we see pretty prevalently in this set. When you play something. Well, this is literally Kicker. When you play it, you can pay more to get an additional effect. That is like the most hard-boiled kicker that there's ever kicked. So you may pay 1 to give chosen character +2 attack this turn. And it's a 1/2 lore for 1.
Maybe. I mean, I don't.
The ability is above rate. The character is under rate. Right. So like, how much do you care about the ability? Is how good this is.
Right.
I guess there's like what is it? It's like Pete. Pete's the one that when you play an action, he pumps him when he gets over a certain attack.
Right. Yeah.
He gets to do the thing.
And the pain as well. Like
Pain gets to do the thing. There's Alice.
Yep. Yeah.
Believe Alice. We got Cricky also buffing stuff. So there's like a strength matters sort of theme. Maybe this gets there. Right. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Clarabelle! Clumsy Guest. Oh, 1 cost 1/2. 1 lore. When you play this character, you may pay 2 to banish chosen item.
Another kicker. Yeah, this isn't...
Why not just play a character that costs 3?
Yeah, why not? Why not just play Benja?
Right.
I mean, I guess it's a green Benja.
Yeah.
It's a much worse green Benja. Another sphere, Obscurosphere. Surprised, very proud of myself for saying that. Right?
Yeah. I was sitting here like, huh.
Pay 2, banish this item. Is this the final sphere?
I think it
is. This is it, right?
I think it is. There were some last set.
Your characters gain ward until the start of your next turn. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that seems more interesting than the last one. IMO.
Huh. Ward to the whole team for a turn. I don't know.
Your characters, not a character, is pretty...
But is that worth a card? I mean, maybe. Like, you're still gonna get wiped by,
Nothing's
like, be prepared.
Right? There's no action or anything that just gives your whole board ward.
I mean, there's characters, right? Like Aurora.
Yeah, I'm saying like an action.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is maybe the first.
Yeah.
But still, 3...
Yeah, it's...
Or I guess it's really 2. Like, this one's almost definitely 2. Alright, Obscurosphere. It's I think the last sphere.
Yeah.
So it's 1 ink, and we're paying 2 and banishing again, like the Amethyst one that we had. Your characters gain ward until the start of your next turn. So it's like an Aurora-ish sort of effect.
Yeah.
But for just the turn.
Yeah.
Seems like it could be game-winning.
Yeah, like your final hurrah.
I would say since we've seen the advent of Be King Undisputed, we still have Lady Tremaine, we still have Be Prepared, these sort of things. Like, I don't know how much I care about this. Like, what am I even trying to set up to win next turn?
Right.
I mean, Tamatoa. I guess if you also have, like, an evasive-based deck, I don't know.
Yeah.
It has a shot. It's not like...
maybe out of 10.
Yeah, it's not, like, worthless. I guess we should be grading these. Oh, well. Let's see.
Oh. Taffeta Mutton Fudge. What a name. I'm not sure what the movie is from. It's new.
There's racing appears to be involved.
Yeah, the racers. It probably says it. It does not.
No.
Well, Storyborn Ally Racer. Maybe that's a new...
Yeah.
Racer type. 1-2 for 1 with 1 lore. That seems to be a theme here.
Yeah.
When you play this character, if you have a location in play, each opponent loses 1 lore.
Oh, neat. But that,
I thought you were about to go, oh, neat.
Neat, next. I mean, we've seen like things that threaten your opponent's lore if you have locations, right? But never like an ETB, like when when you play it sort of effect. But like, we're not. No one's doing this.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
No one's doing this. Arthur.
Ruh-roh.
1 uninkable, 2/3 reckless. What is it? It's the 3/3 reckless for 2 is what we saw, right?
Yeah. That's the Della Duck.
That's Della Duck, right?
Yeah.
So this seems pretty good. It's a beefy sparrow. 2/3.
Right?
Beefy sparrow. Very aggressive Arthur.
Yeah.
I actually remember this scene. So yeah, this is...
It seems like it could be good. Depending on what kind of inkable counts you're running and what kind of...
Yeah. There's that funny Reckless deck that you could build with the 2-cost Cogsworth that gives all your Reckless the ability to tap for lore to keep them from attacking. Maybe that actually can get there. Like, if they keep printing stuff like this as, like, way overstated and Reckless is the only downside...
Yeah.
You can maybe get there with, like, a budget deck. Like, that deck's never going to be, like, great, probably, but...
Yeah.
I mean, this is neat.
I think it's really good in Limited.
Oh, yeah. And because in Limited, you're never really going to run out of your uninkable slots. But, yeah, I don't think this is probably worth an uninkable slot in a normal deck. But in Limited, it's pretty cool.
Another uninkable 1-cost. It's a 2/1 with 1 lore. When you play this character, chosen character gets +2 strength this turn. Okay, Simba.
Whoa.
Also a hero and a prince. That's pretty...
So this is exactly like the other one, right? Didn't we just see this in the green that fairy did this, right?
No, you had to pay, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. When it came into play, you had to pay 1.
Yeah, because that one was inkable.
And that was a 1/2. Yeah. That was a 1/2. This is a 2/1. You don't have to pay at the cost.
This one's better.
Yeah,
easily.
This one definitely seems better. Is it playable though?
I mean, it's another 1-cost uninkable. That's not a aggro card. Like,
yeah, what's trying to do this really?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I can't imagine what's trying to do this. It's interesting though. It's filling out design space, which
it is
nice to see, but I'm not sure. Not sure it's going to see play anywhere. Break free action. 1 inkable. Deal 1 damage to chosen character of yours. They gain rush and +1 attack this turn. That
not
is
worth a card.
Never worth a card.
Yeah. Break free.
Yeah.
Who says that?
I don't know. Maybe no one. Maybe it's just Tinkerbell breaking free.
I think it's...
Maybe someone does, but I don't remember Peter Pan. It's been so long. Yeah, I don't know why it's been a...
Potion of Might. 1-cost item.
It's not a sphere.
Pay 1. Banish this item. Chosen character gets +3 strength this turn. If it's a villain, it gets 4.
Okay. One more. Sure. I mean, this probably isn't as good as Vitalosphere, right?
Yeah, it doesn't give rush.
Because you have to pay. Vitalosphere, you just sack for free, right? Or do you have to pay when you sack it? But
I think you might have to pay 1, but it's rush and like +2.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't play Ruby Sapphire, if you can tell.
Yeah. Again, this is like...
What's that card?
Yeah. This is like some... Again, maybe if items really matter, you're like down for recurring some 1-cost items. Speaking of 1-cost items.
More 1-cost items.
Wow, this is the Ruby's got a bunch of 1-cost here. All right. Yeah. It's a 1-cost inkable item, and chosen character tap or exert to give chosen character +1 strength this turn. That's not terrible.
Yeah,
this isn't
I
uncommon.
think this is better.
I would maybe play this in limited.
Yeah.
It's just this turn.
There's like very little item removal in limited, so probably. I think that's fine.
The question is it worth a card? Like, how many times is this going to help you trade up? Is it worth a card? Because it's just this turn. It's not until the start of your next turn. So, like, if you're turning sideways to quest, this is very much doing nothing.
I mean, it's the opposite of Ice Block, and it's inkable.
It is the opposite of Ice Block and inkable. But Ice Block is specifically... I guess you're playing this with World's Greatest Criminal.
I knew you were going there with it.
The inverse of Ice Block combo.
Yeah, there you go. World's Greatest Criminal Mind. Buy them all right now.
This one's you.
Hey, this one's a villain and a king and a racer.
Yeah. King Candy.
OP. King Candy, let's get it.
Yeah. one mana, 2/2, 1 lore. Right itself. Another 1 cost uninkable, 1/2 with 1 lore. When you play this character, chosen character gets -2 attack this turn. This one's probably better than the +2 attack ones, right?
Yeah.
Like you're more likely 0 for wanting your opponent with this.
I feel like the other ones are better against like locations or something like that.
That's true, yeah.
Or maybe the 0/1 cost.
Yeah, this one does do absolutely nothing against locations.
I think you care more about this ability, but yeah, it's whatever.
Maybe
shift target, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a shift target.
Oh, Basil.
Actually, 1 cost 2/1 support Basil.
Yeah.
Shift Basil, draw 3.
That's what it does, right?
I think. No, it's draw 2. It's draw 2.
It's draw 2.
Yeah.
But it's like 4, right? It's like a 4 cost shift.
Yeah, 3 or 4. 4. It's 4 cost shift.
Cool to get Basil. Love great mouse detective. Don't think it's great on its own though.
Nope.
All funned out.
Aww.
1 cost inkable action.
Sad llama.
Put chosen character of yours into the inkwell face down and exerted. So you're 0 for 2ing yourself. You're 0 for 1ing yourself to accelerate.
What do you want to do this on?
This is turning anything into a 2 cost Grammatala.
Yeah. I was thinking of
Grammatala
maybe a
itself.
Merlin leave a battlefield effect, but you don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
Right? You'd much rather bounce, of course. But
yeah, maybe if there's another like leaves the battlefield effect that you really, really want to get, you care about this. But
play it on a harp when you don't have a song, but it's just so wrong colors.
Alright, you're good.
Alright, each player plays with the top of their deck face up, a 1 cost 7 willpower location. Weird.
Why? Why am I using a card?
Bruno, but why?
Yeah, Bruno call the top is definitely a reason.
The only reason, I think.
Yeah, I'm not using a whole card on it.
Oh, worst card I've ever seen. No shift targets, no tags.
Yeah, it's one of the worst.
There's a short.
Worst of that type, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, this one is interesting. This one is playable, I think. It's a 1 cost 1/2 with resist 1. That is better than a 1/3.
Yeah. We know Mickey's like to shift.
And the steel broom Mickey shifts for 3 in the same color. So
this
could be good.
This is an interesting one. It's a common too, so it's like another sort of stat check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like in limited, I'm interested to see how good this is too. Like I definitely will try it out.
Yeah, I'll keep them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
might be good, especially if we pick up more shift.
The flavor text was good.
Yep. Flavor's going now. Happy, lively night. Oh, we get more dwarves. That's pretty sick. 1 cost inkable 2/1. During your turn, this character gains evasive. Take that, Diablo.
1 cost. Oh.
Take that, Diablo.
Ooh-wee.
So this is obviously immediately playable. I think it's pretty obvious.
I wonder. I wonder what knights are already in the game. The only one I can think of is like the Cinderella and the Goofy, the big Goofy and the big Cindy.
I think all the
Little Cindy's definitely a knight.
Aren't all of the Three Musketeers knights?
No, they're Musketeers.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, maybe we'll start getting knight keyword stuff. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think this is immediately playable.
More Seven Dwarves, yay!
He's like, Bucky's gone, but Diablo's not, and this is like just a very obviously printed answer to Diablo.
Yeah,
so
gotta get that.
Yeah,
before you play Diablo.
I mean, it's still gonna do the location stuff.
Yeah,
but then you play the other one, drops the pump its damage.
There you go. One cost non-inkable action. Your characters gain exert, pay 1, deal 1 damage to chosen character this turn.
This is so close to interesting to me.
If it didn't say pay 1?
Yeah. If it didn't say pay 1, it would be too good, probably. If it didn't say pay 1...
Gosh, who ordered the upside down cake?
Well, that's pretty good.
That was. I'm kind of proud of that.
That was pretty good. Oh, look at you. Like, if this was like a 3-cost uninkable song that didn't require 1 for each individual character, that would be interesting.
What? Well,
I'm redesigning the cards for them.
Yeah.
Well, but see, it would actually... This actually would have been really good designed to be a song, because you're using one of the characters that could shoot.
Right.
So it is yet even another cost.
Yeah.
And you would have to have enough characters for it to make sense. As it is, there's no shot. I don't think this is playable.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because you have to have a lot of characters and a lot of ink, which means you're not doing something else with the extra ink to like do Yahtzee damage stuff, like shifting Prince Philip.
Yeah, exactly.
The dream. Shield of Ardendael, 1-cost inkable item. Banish this item for free. Chosen character gets resist +1 until the start of your next turn. It's funny that we've seen more complex versions of this already.
Yeah.
Not just literally this. But again, you have to ask yourself, is this worth a card? And the answer is, unless there's a way to recur items very cheaply, no.
Right.
But this is interesting. Maybe if there is something that we haven't seen yet, I think there is, isn't it? Isn't that new Mickey the one from the set after this? The Steamboat Willie one? Didn't it do something crazy with like recurring items? I'm just saying, we got the 3-cost Queen, legendary.
Oh,
from
the one that
set.
was revealed in
and like the Disney 30 or whatever. Didn't it do something crazy with items, like fetching them off the top, or maybe fetching them out of your discard?
Yeah. And
we have the Queen already that's good, and we have that action, the sing together action that can get 2 of them out of your yard.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. Whenever you see these 1-cost inkable items that just can like self-banish to do something kind of effective, you just have like a little ear perk up for like we reach some critical mass where we get enablers for this.
Yeah. With enough enablers, this is fine.
Yeah, and this can be pretty good. Pretty good. Especially if you like...
Yeah, pay for 1, banish, voila, this doesn't die.
I've said for a while, I'm high on Ariel's Grotto. Like that location that basically becomes a better McDuck Manor.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of items. So I'd like to see it. Oh, we're up to 2 costs.
Ooh. I don't know how to... Is that...
Can I?
Can I?
I don't know. I'll try Can I.
Well, can I read it? 2 cost 1/4 inkable with 1 lore. While this character is exerted, your character's name Coda cannot be challenged. I assume there's another bear named Coda. It's the other one.
Yeah, it's the little brother. This is the big brother.
Just duh.
So, adorable story out of 10.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Bad Bodyguard. I don't even know what that is. Lilo. We're back to Lilo. That's nice. 2 cost inkable 1/3 support 1 lore. All right, yeah, we've seen this.
Next,
we've seen this.
I don't know if we've seen that, but next,
we've seen something.
2 cost 2/2, Dreamborn Hero Princess Racer. That's a lot. Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character gets -1 strength until the start of your next turn.
This movie appears to be like Dutch or German themed or something. We should probably watch it. They got Vaughn.
Yeah, right.
Like our name.
I didn't even try to read it.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Schwytz. Vanellope von Schwytz.
Yeah. The candy mechanic.
Schwytz. Yep.
It's like candy racing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yep. So whenever a quest... I actually should read it now, too. Until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
But the stat line is
probably
just,
a shift target?
It's just not worth it. Yeah,
But if it's a shift target, you're not super excited about questing.
Yeah. I don't like it.
It's another one from that movie.
Fix-It Felix.
Yeah,
Junior, yes, correct. Delighted Sightseer. 2-cost inkable, 1/3. Oh my land. When you play this character, if you have a location in play, draw a card.
That's cool.
That's not bad.
I like that. I mean, it is a 1/3 for 2, but like it replaces itself.
This thing had 2 lore. If this was like windy with upside, that would be pretty cracked. I mean, obviously this card is bad. I mean, this card is much better than the support 1/3 with 1 lore. Mm-hmm. If you have a location, this is obviously quite good, but like
it's just ink otherwise.
Yeah, it's probably just ink otherwise.
Yeah.
So maybe in a very heavy locations deck. Yeah. Maybe if you've got
amber locations
limited with.
There's of course new locations we haven't gone to, but yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Invited to the ball. 2-cost uninkable action. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Put revealed character cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck.
No.
Absolutely not, actually. What?
I am appalled at this card. This, like, let's compare this to Friends on the Other Side. Inkable, song, so it costs 0, draw 2, your opponent gets no information. This is worse than that on every axis. On every axis. With the exception of Yahtzeeing both of them when you hard cast this on 2 and not caring that your opponent knows what you drew.
This is even worse. Be Our Guest as well. It's like
poo.
Be Our Guest friends, but terrible.
Just poo. All right.
Healing
Decanter. 2-cost inkable. Tap to remove 2 damage from chosen character. Here is your, what's his name?
Grand Pabby.
There's your Pabby payoff.
That's what I was. Yeah, Pabby, baby. Let's go. And you don't have to banish to heal.
Unironically, this is probably the single most efficient healing card we've seen. That common. Like just every turn too.
Yeah.
For 2-cost.
I think there's a 1-cost that does 1 damage, but 2 is a lot more than 1.
There's a blue. I thought the blue one was like 2 cost for 1 damage. It was like the coconuts or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's like when you play a character, not just
something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, this seems cool. If items are a thing, if healing is a thing, this could be a thing. In limited, I think that could actually be a beating.
Oh yeah, that
this
could
really actually be a
it's common.
Oh yeah, if you got some butts on your guys, like your opponent's feeling bad. Yeah, your opponent's feeling bad if you have that in play.
Amber Chromicon.
Ooh.
2-cost item.
Tons of items.
Exert. Remove up to 1 damage from each of your characters.
Okay. Like this one much less, I think, than the other one.
Yeah. It's definitely not as good, but okay.
Yeah. Interesting, just all the low-cost
items. If you're
going
wide.
But if you're going wide and they didn't just one-shot all your little things with their damage. All right, here we go. Rapunzel's Tower. 2-cost inkable location. Your characters get +3 defense while here. It only costs 1 to move things here.
No lore, but 8 willpower is a lot.
So they are like strictly power creeping, I think. So I think what we've seen is that they realize that they have to make locations and items better.
This is better Pride Lands.
Pride Lands does have a lore. But
it costs 2 to move there, and it has less willpower, and it's not inkable.
And it's only princes and kings, right?
Yeah, and I mean, you're not really getting that out of it usually.
I mean, this should be more closely compared to the whatever location that Diablo uses, right? It's 1 to move there, 6 willpower, +1 attack, +1 defense. Yeah. But it only costs 1.
Oh my god, lemon lime with Diablo on this.
But I still think the other one's better. I think the Emerald one's better. I'd rather it be a 1-cost, 1 move, 6 willpower, +1/+1 is better than this. Just the 1 cost alone makes it better than this. Like, yeah, you're getting one more defense, but not an attack. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying it's worse than the Emerald one.
Yeah.
But I mean, eight's more than 6, and 3's more than 1. So math checks out.
Aha.
This one does have a shot at being something. Maybe that's what gets bodyguards there. That thing. Because now you're just like, how am I ever getting through? Which I kind of like. Okay, talk about it a little bit more. This could be interesting in like some budget blue sort of bodyguard nonsense, right? Because now we've seen the new Prince John. What color was it? If it was, oh, it's green. The bodyguard one's steel, so you can't do that. But anyway, maybe there's some bodyguard nonsense where you can play Lilos and like just dare people to come at you. Oh, this is interesting.
A Maleficent.
See?
2 cost, 2 lore, 2/2. No text. Seen that stat line a lot, but it is Maleficent.
Yeah, it is a Maleficent. Isn't that Maleficent shiftable? The 5 cost one?
Spoilers, there's a new one that is.
Okay.
Just kidding. No, there's not. It doesn't shift. But that does matter. We'll get to that.
Okay, cool. What's the other thing that has that? Like, there's an Aurora that has that stat line, right?
Yeah. There's a few cards that do.
All right. 2 cost inkable action, Hypnotic Strength. Draw a card. Chosen character gains Challenger +2 this turn.
That's not the worst.
Yeah. Again, if this was a song, which they have cut down on, as we have been talking internally about how songs might be a fundamental design issue from what we've seen. Just how, I mean, we'll see what we'll talk about a certain card later in regards to Steel Songs and how Steel Songs, maybe even with Bucky, was still the best deck, and now is going to be fairly unchecked. But anyway, this card, I like it. I would like it more if it costs 0.
Yeah, I think it's fine in limited. It replaces itself.
Oh yeah, I'm playing this in limited. I'm playing this in limited for sure.
I like the art.
Yeah, I'm playing this in limited for sure. But yeah, I don't see actually paying 2 to do this in anything else.
Right. Uninkable 2 cost, gathering knowledge and wisdom, gain 2 lore. Period.
This I'm actually into.
2 lore's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is gazing into the future a little bit, where we're maybe fooling around with non-character based decks. Like we've seen hints, right? Like very heavy items or very heavy actions.
Mm-hmm. Do it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do it again could be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this. I like this. This kind of makes me think of, again, the Jafar, our good friend Steve loves Jafar.
Yeah.
And he has Jafar pays decks, and his latest one that he built was like a very oblique, I don't care what you're doing, I'm just gaining lore.
Yeah, from this many angles.
Yeah, and that's kind of what this makes me think of is Maleficent 3. I want to play all the Cantropy stuff that then lets me sing the stuff that draws me more cards, and then I'm just doing this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just drawing cards, gaining lore, and not caring what you're doing, like an oblique aggro deck.
Yeah, daring you to race.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure I like that play pattern because it's like going around the game.
Yeah.
And there's not sideboards, so you can't like tech against heavy actions.
Yeah, you might just be.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll have to see, but it's interesting. So this is a 2-cost inkable item, continuing the theme of low-cost inkable items. Amethyst Chromacon. It has Amethyst Light, which is referencing the color twice, and it exerts for each player drawing a card. So really ramming home that Amethyst is all about drawing cards.
That is what it does.
And this card is interesting. I think I saw a little bit of hype of this on Reddit. This is one of the few cards that I was actually aware of. And the first thing that jumps out to me is if we're both drawing cards, as we just kind of mentioned, what's the easiest way to abuse that, Mango?
Playing cards for free.
Yes, songs.
Yeah, right.
Songs being the easiest way to play cards for free. So immediately this makes you think of like Steel, right? What sort of Steel things do I want to cast for free? Like exactly. Zeus. Everyone knows Steel songs. This is yet another way to basically draw infinite cards, right? This almost reads like an inkable, slower A Whole New World to me.
Yeah. Because you can find, like, friends, whole new worlds.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah. It's sort of a gradual whole new world, which I think is a pretty compelling card. I mean, this card is frankly a little worrisome because it could lock people out of a game, just kind of like whole new world does.
You draw a card that cantrips you, that pulls you into another song.
Yep.
You know. Yeah.
I would say that generally Amethyst is like less into whole new world because it can already draw so many cards itself.
Right.
Like, does it really need something like this?
Well, the Amethyst Steel will play all the damage steel spells and then all the draw in the Amethyst.
Yeah. So, yeah, this has a chance, especially if items matter.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Alright, Robin Hood, our favorite hero.
Yeah,
2 cost 2/2 with 1 lore. When you play this character, if an opponent has a damaged character in play, gain 1 lore. Okay. I mean, you're not playing this on 2, probably. You're probably inking it. I don't think this is good for real, but... Robin Hood themed decks?
Why? No, I don't... No. Conditional 1 lore on a 2/2/1 lore? No.
Yeah, if it was like more expensive and had 2 lore or something, you know...
If you could like...
A different stat line type thing.
If you could like kicker it to ping something for 1...
Yeah.
Like pay an ink when this comes into play, do something for 1, and then also gain you a lore. Yeah, I'm just not into it. I don't like how I have to scroll down every time.
Yeah, right?
Alright, another 2 cost 2/2. They're on this stat line now. It is inkable. Also 1 lore. When you play this character, you may exert chosen damaged character. So it would be a superpower crit Pinocchio, right? If it didn't require them to be damaged. Weird Robin Hood's energy card.
Yeah.
Green cares about stuff being damaged, but yet is not that great at damaging stuff itself, which is really forces its pairing with steel.
Yeah,
right? Because that's what steel does.
Because it definitely doesn't go with ruby, because that's just banishing things and whatnot.
Or just rushing them down.
Or you can exert your own characters with ruby cards.
I guess Amethyst can kind of do it too, but with like the moving of damage. With the moving of damage.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
that's a lot more forced.
I'm not into that. Maybe in Limited I'd play it, but nope.
2 cost Mother Gothel, 1/3 with 1 lore. When you play this character, you may pay 3 to return chosen character to their player's hand. No matter what the stats or costs of that.
That's interesting. I mean, 5 is a lot, but...
Yeah, 5 is a lot. It's like Bruno's. Bruno's is a 5 cost, and it is a song, so you do sing it for free, but...
Well, they also have to discard.
Yeah. This leaves a card on the board.
It does.
You can bounce. No, you can bounce it, but you're not interested in that.
You could be.
Maybe.
You could be. I don't know. This is interesting. I'm playing this in Limited.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that, because like a 1/3 for 2/1 lore you're not excited about, but this could win you the game in Limited.
Yeah, if you get to the Limited game state where you're both top decking at turn 8.
Yeah.
You have at least 5 ink. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's interesting. Also me.
Yeah.
2 cost inkable, Hypnotic Deduction. I remember the scene as well from Basil. Draw 3 cards. It's an action. Draw 3, then put 2 cards from your hand on the top of your deck in any order. Boy, we get Kicker from Magic, and now we get Brainstorm from Magic. Brainstorm and Magic cost 1 and is an instant. Both of those don't mean much here. But what is... And so we did briefly discuss this one off camera the other day.
Yeah.
What's the best way to take advantage of this?
Like Mufasa type stuff?
Yeah, or
like,
just generally, what do you want to do after you put 2 cards on the top?
Shuffle.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Shuffling.
Yeah.
So...
There are more cards that shuffle now, at least. But
yeah. In Magic, there are lands that can force shuffling, fetch lands, which is what makes Brainstorm completely ridiculous. But yeah, generally, I think this is pretty good because you're digging 3. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, unless there are really good ways to shuffle, this still isn't better than Friends.
Yeah, right.
Because it's not a song. and you're actually card neutral. You're not going up a card on this.
Yeah, and then you have to draw those cards that you didn't want.
Right, exactly. Unless you can proc a shuffle. It does work with Bruno. Mm-hmm. It does work with Mufasa. So top of the deck mattering stuff. You can't. There are also items like Ursula's Cauldron that can at least get rid of one of them for you. Right. So
there's plenty of sifters, I guess, for the top of the deck.
Yeah.
So that's still requiring more cards for this to be. Yeah, a good play.
But it's not like terrible on its face because it still is digging 3. Like if you're looking for something.
Play this and then turn Bruno sideways.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is interesting. If we get a bunch of free shuffles or free sifters, then I could see this going up. But it is still not a song, which I think is a theme in this set. Not a song.
I don't think we've seen a song.
Well, it's pretty rare to see songs this cheap as well. But oh, here's another one of the unpopular stat lines.
Taffy Ta, Mutton Fudge.
Mutton Fudge.
There's the 2/2 with 2 lore for 2.
Yeah, these have not been playable in the past, and don't see it in the future. You take this one.
Turbo, the Royal Hack, uninkable 2-cost 2/3 with 1 lore, has rushed. This character also counts as being named Candy King for Shift.
Very specific text.
I assume we'll see a Candy King that's shiftable. Yeah. I mean, it's a 2/3 with Rush for 2. That's fine.
We haven't seen
not
that,
inkable.
Right? We've seen 3 ones with Rush for 2, right? That's the Stitch.
No, the 2/2 Rush Queen for 2.
Yeah, that's a 2/2. I'm just saying we haven't seen a 2. We haven't seen this stat line.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I would say the 3 one is the closest, but that's really just like a damage.
Yeah, might as
well be. It's basically like a damage action almost that you can recur with Perdita, which was briefly a thing. Yeah. Our friend Mike did it to me several times.
Yeah, that's funny.
So yeah, I think this has potential. Like maybe if you have the uninkable slots, if you're in a rush deck.
There's a lot of Ruby cards we've looked at already that are if you have uninkable slots.
Yeah. You know? Ruby does seem to be leaning on uninkable. I mean, this is also uninkable, but whenever I see a rush card, I think of Peter Pan's Shadow, because now this thing also has evasive, right? Which is
eats Diablo for 2.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how good this King Candy is, but
where is he at?
It's not bad. All right, I get a Daisy Duck. More to come on her. A 2-cost inkable 2/2 with 1 lore. Evasive. Neat.
Haven't seen an evasive 2/2 for
evasive 2/2 for 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Trades with Diablo.
Great shift target. A shift target you can just turn sideways and it'd be safe probably. It's better.
Why would it be safe?
Because it's evasive.
Because this is evasive.
Yeah, I'm saying like you can play this and get a couple lore out of it.
I see what you're saying. Before you shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like the 1 cost, if you turn them sideways, you're really risking.
Yeah, it's probably not good, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, is it worth giving up that extra point of defense for evasive? Probably.
Yeah. Evil comes prepared for 2. It's an action. Ready chosen character of yours they can't quest for the rest of your turn. If it's a villain, gain 1 lore. Perfect, dude.
Yeah, no thank you. Oh, I get a location.
Oh, with an enchanted.
Uncommon enchanted?
Yeah.
That's been a thing?
A couple times.
Like when?
I think it was one of the other locations.
This style of enchanted is wild, but anyway. So it's a 1/7 2-cost inkable location. While you have a damaged character here, this gains +2 lore.
Mm-hmm. Only costs 1 to move there.
It does only cost 1 to move here.
Damaged characters. Okay.
So obviously Mulan and Mother Gothel.
Yeah. And Beast.
Yeah, but I would say those other 2 because they are like Mother Gothel is smooth with this, right? Because you do this on 2 and then on 3 you move it there, and I mean, but steel is just so prevalent, right? Unless you're telling me they're banning steal actions. I just don't see how you're very realistically doing this to the point where it's worth a card. So.
Yeah, I agree. The Queen, 2 costs 0/4. There's another 0/4. I guess not all of them are ones. Has 1 lore and ward.
So even more like a location.
Yeah. Yeah. Even more like a location. Sure. We'll see.
I think this
probably
is
not.
Yeah,
it costs 2.
2 cost 1/3. Inkable.
Yeah. Tanana.
Tanana, wise woman.
Banana.
1 lore.
With a T.
Your brothers need guidance. When you play this character, you may remove up to 1 damage from chosen character or location. Yeah, no.
Those 2 cost 1/3s are bad.
Yeah, I'm not into it. How about a 1/2 for 2?
A 1/2 for 2. It better do something good. When you play this character, you may put card from your hand and start that over. That's
no
reason.
No need. It allows you to fishbone quill exactly once. So you're playing a card that's not worth anything to fishbone quill yourself.
Yeah, it's a 1/2. No thanks. Yeah.
All right, Vision of the Future, 2 cost inkable action. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Put 1 in your hand and the rest on the bottom. So it's like a super develop your brain, which still sees some amount of play. Used to see more play. That's just 2 cards.
Yeah.
Right. So this is 2.5 times for only 2 times the ink.
Yeah.
So greatly increases your chances of finding Hiram. Yeah, I mean,
look where Merlin's looking. He's looking at all these items, these 1-cost items.
I would say the difference is that, like, being able to develop on 1 into finding a Popsicle, a Hiram, or a 1 jump ahead, if you're missing one of those 3, is a lot better than doing it when you want to play 1 jump ahead.
Yeah, and later in the game when you're just trying to find that card, you don't want to have to spend extra ink.
Oh, I would say later in the game this is a bit better.
Really?
Because you probably don't care about ink.
Oh, yeah, you have more ink by then.
You have a lot of ink. So, like, this like, almost guaranteeing a Tamatoa or an Aerial. Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe it'll play a couple of... Maybe it gets some slots.
Ever as before.
Song.
There's a song!
Song.
A 2-cost song, inkable. Remove 2 damage from any number of chosen characters.
Up to 2 damage. From any number. Wait, does that mean each? Or does that mean... That sounds like it means each. The way it's worded, that sounds like each.
Remove up to 2 damage from any number of chosen characters.
Surely it can't mean each, because this would be the strongest healing action we've seen,
this has to be a total of 2 damage from up to 2 characters.
It's very poorly worded.
Yeah. Weird.
So, unclear exactly what this card is saying. If it is 2 damage from your entire team...
It can't be. For free? No thanks.
That'd be pretty good.
No way.
That'd be pretty good.
0 cost Rapunzel's OP. I mean, 0 strength Rapunzel OP.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, even then, I'm not sure it's, like, broken.
I don't think it's that. It's common.
All right. Well, I don't want to evaluate it because I can't parse it.
Yep.
Hideaway. 2 cost action. Put chosen item or location into its player's inkwell face down and exerted.
Oh, it's all the spheres.
It is all the spheres, you're right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It ramps them, but, like, it's inkable.
You could just ramp yourself. Location
That's
with
true.
1 willpower left.
That's true. You can target yourself.
An item that you don't need
an
anymore.
Item, yeah. Well, not an item that... I mean, this allows you to 1 jump...
Item.
This allows you to 1 jump your Popsicles and Vortispheres.
You're right. And it's inkable.
That's probably pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, that is cool.
It's probably pretty good. It can be used as very effective
removal. You can't
removal.
recur them from your inkwell, but that's fine, right?
This is a 2 cost deal with Queen's Castle. What? This card is probably this card's probably really good.
Oh, wait.
The ability to one jump and then just get rid of the card that is the biggest bane in Sapphire's side probably right now. Like, we saw... So if people here remember, towards the end of set 3 meta, we saw Queen's Castle start to phase out, and then it came back in a big way in set 4.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Because we had a lot more Sapphire.
After like 2 or 3 weeks, people were like, wait.
Yeah, it came back in a big way.
Queen's Castle beat Sapphire.
Yeah.
Hideaway's good.
Yeah, this card's very good. Yeah, this card's very good.
Yeah.
Sell your Queen's Castles now. Not that dramatic, but that card does make Queen's Castle worse.
Medal of Heroes, 2-cost item. Exert, pay 2, banish item. Chosen character of yours gets +2 lore this turn. So you pay 2 to play it, you pay 2 later to get 2 more lore. I think that's too much build up. Yeah. But
I think the idea is you have to be recurring this in some way for it to like be remotely good.
Yeah, but it's still a total of 4 to do that if you're going to play it on that turn.
If we see some lower rarity, if we see like some characters that casually recur items, I could see playing this in limited, but
yeah
it's not good. It's too much.
Oh no.
I did a whoopsie. Oh, I've done a second whoopsie. I have a third whoopsie.
That one.
I wasn't
Scroll
the
up.
right one. Okay. Where am I? Here we go.
Oh, 0-4!
Oh, yeah. So this is kind of a cycle.
Yeah, it is. It is, for sure.
Yeah, just some cost 2, some cost 1. So this one has Bodyguard.
Yep. It's a dwarf. Sleepy.
Gets 0 for 1 by Madam Mim out of 10.
Yep.
Foxed out of 10. But
Foxy.
Even with that, it might have some legs, honestly, because that's a decent stat line.
It is. 2-cost 1/4 with Challenger 1 with 1 lore. What do you think about that?
So this is the variation of... This is a new Prince Eric variation, right? The 1/3 for 2, Challenger 2?
Yeah, this is just power crept.
No, it's Challenger 1, so it's a 2/4.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I would think Prince Eric's probably better.
Yeah, I mean, if 4-bit's good, you're going to be able to use it twice, maybe. But
this is like almost incentivizing you into like playing healing, perhaps, because like its butt is so big for its cost that it can probably do some damage and then get healed.
I mean, Kronk's a big boy.
It doesn't die to really any cheap removal. All right, this
Arthur Wart.
Yeah, they're really pushing that stat line.
Duck for cover. 2-cost action. Chosen character gains resist 1 and evasive this turn. They printed this card last set, Emerald.
Just this turn.
Yeah, it's bad.
So it is an aggressive, evasive. No, I'm not.
Yeah, no thanks.
Not into it. It's going to get harder and harder to find where I am. Boy, I'm getting all the locations.
Whoa.
2-cost Inkable. Cost 2 to move. 6 willpower. Location with 1 lore. During your turn, the first time you move a character here, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character. If the moved character is a knight, deal 2 damage instead. 7 Dwarves Mine.
All of the new 7 dwarves are knights.
So is this just a power creep Nottingham? The Nottingham just a 6 willpower, 1 lore location with no text?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it costs 1 to move there, but it doesn't have any text. I mean, definitely in the dwarves theme deck, but this seems like maybe if there's a lot of knights, right?
It's funny how they put the first time you move a character here, like it would be broken otherwise. Like if you did like some tuk stuff, it'd be too good to move 2 things here and hit 2 things for 1, or maybe 1 thing for 1 and 1 thing for 2.
That'd be funny.
Like I don't really get that clause. I mean, this is still kind of interesting anyway.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's interesting.
I think it's bad, but
yeah, fun.
It's an uncommon. Maybe we'll actually get some good rares.
Fix-It Felix Jr., the trusty builder. A 2/4 bodyguard for 3?
Sure. We're just going to move through a lot of these vanilla ones. We're probably already taking too much time on this. Okay, this one we do have to pause on though. So this is
yeah, I was on hold the phone.
yeah, this is Gaston but with 2 lore. Like, do we really care that Gaston's a 3/3?
No.
Like, this is just power crept Gaston, right?
Yeah.
This is just more help that this color didn't need and this deck didn't need. This, I think, is actually just... So, in the deck that I want to make, that we've talked about, for Daisy, for Heart...
This is just better.
I was saying I was going to play Gaston. No, you just play this.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not singing, you're questing for 2. It's great.
Isn't this from Zootopia?
I assume so.
Is it? Are we getting we're getting more Zootopia cards?
I think that is Zootopia, right?
I'm pretty sure it's Zootopia. Yeah, I mean, I think that card... I'm certainly going to try to play it immediately.
I like it. Healing Touch, 3-cost action, remove up to 4 damage from chosen character, draw a card. Nah.
So, this, as a song, but 3 damage, we have, and it's not good.
Yeah.
And I've tried so hard.
We've tried so hard to play it.
And it's still, so that's certainly not going to do it.
Nope.
Oh boy, I scrolled down way too much in
great
anger. Alright. Archimedes, 3-cost 2/2 evasive 2 lore.
Exasperated owl.
He looks
so pissed.
He's like, oh my god, fireworks.
Yeah.
I mean, this bears a little bit of consideration. This is a grown test and limited.
Oh yeah.
This is removal check out of a removal and evasive check out of 10.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to get there in constructed.
People are already worried about Diablo. You're not going to be able to stick this.
Yeah. Everything's going to be doing 2 damage. Everyone's playing steel. Welcome to Lorcana.
Gale. When this character is banished in a challenge, return it to your hand. 1/2 with 2 lore for 3? No thanks.
Yeah, once again, it's not getting banished in a challenge more than likely. Everyone's playing steel. Welcome to Lorcana. White Rabbit Royal Herald.
Vanilla.
3/4. I will say the other thing said whenever it was banished in a challenge, so you could be doing it yourself. Be like attack buffing it, like.
Yeah, but it's a 1/2 for 3.
I know that's the joke, right?
You want to quest it.
Yeah. That's the joke, but you can use it the other way.
And the foil on this card's gonna be great.
I was like the fact that it's any challenge. And the fact that you can use it aggressively if you have some cheap way to pump it, like, it may be... I just wanted to throw that out there. Maybe has something to it. Alright, back to this. Whatever. Limited.
You clicked on that to just hit back and scroll down again.
Yeah,
love it.
Exactly. Ooh.
Another 0/4 with way more text.
Yeah, I'll take it. Maleficent, 0/4 2 lore for 3 inkable. When this character quests, you may choose and discard a card to return chosen character item location with cost 3 or less to their player's hand. Well, this is interesting. So it lets you filter with popsicle sort of effects.
Yeah, you may choose and discard a card.
Whenever it quests.
Return. Okay.
So you obviously can use it on yourself.
Yeah.
To basically be a rummage in Magic terms. You discard to draw using either the Fortisphere or the Popsicle. But also as a tempo, like any character, item, or location with cost 3 or less.
Yeah.
I mean, you are going down a card, but these are the colors where... I mean, this color can afford to go down a card.
Yeah.
Normally.
I think this might have some legs.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm playing this in limited.
Another Maleficent, take note.
Yeah, I'm playing this in limited. I'm definitely trying it. I mean, it is a 0/4. That's a pain. Yeah, that's interesting. That might not be that good in limited. Be that high. I mean, it's not a slam dunk in limited, but it's interesting.
Yeah, because you're going down a card.
Yeah.
Anna, the Eager Acolyte. 3-cost uninkable 1/3 with 1 lore. When you play this character, each opponent chooses and exerts one of their readied characters.
That's such a high cost to get that. Pinocchio's just already...
1/3. Like,
Pinocchio's already better. No, thank you. Alright, 3-cost inkable action. Chosen character gains Challenger +3, and when this character is banished in a challenge, return this card to your hand this turn.
It goes with the other 1/2, but it also costs 3.
Again, if this was a song, I would, care,
right,
but it's...
Right.
It's not, so I kind of don't. That being said, it's not like dead. Like, that's another card that I don't mind in limited, probably.
Mm-hmm. 3 cost 8 willpower. When a character is banished while here, you may draw a card. Only cost 1 to move. And it has a lore, so like, it's not just sitting there doing nothing. That's not bad.
A gift for Belle. Yeah. This doesn't seem bad. I don't.
Right.
This is a good card in limited. Oh boy. That's a grown test in limited, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. I mean, it's no Queen's Castle.
But it also costs 3.
I mean, this just shows... Yeah, but Queen's Castle only costs 4. It shows how ridiculous Queen's Castle is. But Queen's Castle is just 7, right?
Yeah.
This is actually more willpower than Queen's Castle.
And it's not in a challenge.
Yeah, it's an unconditional banish, which is important. So yeah. There's chances there. Oh, you know what? That works with the self-banishing stuff. Like Broom and Chernobogs. That works with Broom and Chernobogs. Let's bring it back up. This works with Broom and Chernobog, which makes it
in Cusco
quite a bit more compelling.
Cusco as well.
Yeah, like assuming you're being aggressive with your ends Cusco, because no one's swinging into a Cusco when it's on here.
Right.
But yeah, just the fact that this makes the Broom like be a draw 2, that's pretty good.
With Yensid, it's a draw 3. How about that?
It's too much. Ancestral Recall number 40 in Lorcana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. That might be the best uncommon we've seen yet.
These hyenas.
Yep. This is me. Yeah. Shenzi. 3 cost inkable 2/3 evasive 1 lore. Mm-hmm. When challenging a damaged character, it gets +2 attack.
It's got to be damaged.
Yeah. In limited, I'm pretty into this, but I like the design of this where it's like. Yeah, it's just like waiting.
This is actually good.
It's just like waiting, right? It's like get a lore. I like the flavor and everything of this because the card's not bad. It's certainly probably not like constructed playable at all because it's just not strong enough.
Right.
But the idea that it's skulking in its little acid cloud.
Yeah.
Just waiting, biding its time for something to take damage, and then it strikes, and it's like
Scar's accomplice. That's exactly what they did in the movies.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the design of this, and I think it's pretty good and limited. That's pretty cool.
Another hyena.
More hyenas.
3 cost uninkable. I love Ed. A 2/3 with a 1 lore. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to chosen damaged character. Bad.
I just hate the conditional damage stuff.
At uninkable too. That's just it feels bad, right?
No one's playing that.
Oh, there's another good fairy for you.
Yep. Flora. 3 cost inkable 2/4 with 1 lore. While being challenged, it gains +2 attack. So this is Enchantress.
That's the Emerald thing. Yeah.
Enchantress
and Zeus and.
If this was 2 lore, I'd be pretty interested.
Yeah.
But like,
right.
Otherwise, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Not interested.
There's another Clarabelle for 3, 2/3 with 1 lore. When you play this character, if an opponent has more cards in their hand than you, you may draw a card. That's like about as conditional as the high.
That's just going first conditional. Yeah, it's the opposite of the high, right? The high is going second conditional.
Yeah, it's as conditional.
Yeah. This is going first conditional.
Play both.
You play both. Yeah, you play both, and you ink the other one on turn 3.
Yep.
But the high has 2 lore though. The high is a 2/3/2 lore that ramps you, which is much better. Because ramping is drawing a card and it's drawing a card and immediately inking it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not mad about this in limited.
Oh yeah, I'm
but
this in limited,
constructed no way.
High I still think might have like some chance in constructed.
I like high.
Here we go. Night Howler Rage, 3 cost inkable action. Draw a card. Chosen character gains Reckless during their next turn.
You draw a card and give something reckless.
Keep something from questing and maybe forcing it to trade off. This could be not bad.
Yeah.
Could also
an action.
It's like a way of green to force damage on something too. Because
that is true.
you can make them because they're gonna make an attack that probably doesn't kill their thing if they can, right?
Right.
So if this was a song, I would be pretty high on this card. Like this card would be pretty cracked, I think, if it was a song.
Yeah.
And it might be okay even without it, in some like control-y sort of deck.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe we'll get some green-blue control going here, finally. Wait, am I going too far? Yeah.
Emerald Chromacon.
Yep.
The uninkable Chromacon.
Yep.
During opponent's turns, whenever one of your characters is banished, you may return chosen character to their player's hand.
Only during opponent's turns, whenever one of your characters is banished.
Not in a challenge, just banished.
Yeah.
That's cool text. That's fine. I love it in limited.
I don't. It's a May. If it wasn't a May, it would be terrible, right? Because like if they ever can eat one of your characters and it's their only character, and you just have to bounce it to heal it, that feels bad. So like let's say you're playing, right, and they like play a Maui, that's their only character, and they just eat your character. Are you bouncing Maui?
No.
It's uninkable. I think it's bad.
Yeah, I'm off of it now. I was on it, and you're right.
It might. I mean, in the lemon lime daisy deck that we've talked about, maybe there.
Yeah. Tropical Rainforest. 3-cost, 6 willpower location. Opposing damaged characters gain reckless. Period.
It has a lore.
Yeah, they're just gonna get the location.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I like the art. It's kind of scary.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's a little scary.
Whoa.
Snow on a Rainbow. 3-cost. 3-cost uninkable 2/4 rush.
Bad.
No.
No.
No, thank you.
There's a Radagon. While this character has damage, it gets +2 strength, and it's a 1/5.
So best case scenario, this thing is a 3. I have to do work for this to be another common.
Yeah, with no text. But what if it's on a location that gives it extra willpower?
There's a Pete. I don't care. There's a Pete. It's a 3/4. It's the opposite stats.
Love that art, though.
Really good at that. We're just burning through these. I just took Pete.
That counted?
That
Okay,
counted.
3 costs 2/4 with 1 lore. Whenever this character challenges another character, each opponent loses 1 lore.
It's the opposite of Goofy.
Yeah, well, Goofy's not great.
It's true.
Sadly.
Good evaluation. Evaluation out of 10. 3. How many Goofies do we own? 3-cost Minnie Mouse inkable 2/4. Whenever this character or one of your characters named Mickey Mouse challenges another character, gain 1 more. So whenever this specific Minnie or Mickey challenges, you gain a lore. Probably not. But it's like a funny
there's
deck.
going to be more and more minis, but still.
There's more and more Mickeys. It doesn't care about Mickeys.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have Mickey at 1, that new resist Mickey at 2. Then
There better
Minnie
be
at
another
3.
art for a card next to this. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think this has chance for like a Mickey that's filling this in.
Surely it's another one of those.
I mean, this is an interesting card, I'll say. Like, I could see at least some fun theme deck that's gonna do this and it not be bad.
Yeah. 3-cost Prince John 1/5. Whenever you play an item, this character gets +2 strength this turn.
Sure.
Nexties.
Sure. I don't know why we're doing these 1/5s that have to jump through hoops to be okay cards. I mean, that one's actually decent with all like the cheap items that we've seen.
Yeah.
But it really wants popsicles and
it's only
Fortispheres.
1 willpower over par.
Yeah.
With a condition.
Yeah, with a condition.
And
but
less
we
strength.
haven't seen any popsicles or Fortispheres. So
Yeah.
3 cost 0/4, man. Storyborn Hero 2 lore, though. At the start of your turn, if you have an item in play, gain a lore. At the start of your turn, if you have a location in play, gain a lore.
That's the best 0-4 I've seen,
Now,
for sure.
Now we're cracking.
You turn it sideways if it's safe. If not, you just passively gain
Yes,
more?
this actually has legs, I think. This is what I'm talking about when I say low character decks. Like, this is This is the ideal here. Not an action-based deck, but this is an item location deck. For sure. Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I like it.
And a ramp into Triton deck. Let's go.
It's cool. It's cool.
I like that. I like that.
This card's good, I think. I don't know how good it is in limited, but yeah, you can definitely see that one seeing some real play.
Simba, Lost Prince, a 3-cost 2/4 with 1 lore during your turn. Whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, draw a card.
So it's Jafar?
No, it's just the other Simba, but it's the Simba that you've never seen on the board because no one plays it, but it costs less, and it's a 2/4.
That's just straight up the 3/4 Jafar for 4.
3/4.
The Steel Jafar. This is just straight up the Steel Jafar. But the Steel Jafar is a 3/4 for 4.
Yeah, 3/4 is way better.
Yeah, and it's shiftable for 2.
Yeah.
And it's Jafar.
Yeah.
Yes. This is just the worst Jafar.
We still haven't seen a shifting Simba either.
I'm playing the heck out of this in limited though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you line up.
I was saying it was trash and constructed.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
I'm just saying it's also not that far off and constructed, but yeah, it's not good enough. All right, Dopey.
Yay!
We get
one.
all the 7 Dwarf Knights.
Mm-hmm.
3-cost inkable 2/2.
He's got a big sword.
When you play this character, if you have another knight character in play, there's Knight's Energies, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character or location.
And then you move it to the location and ping again.
This is where we see you have to have steel if you're Emerald in order to like do the whole pinging thing, which is it's weird to me how forced that pairing is. I feel like no other pairing in the game is as forced as Emerald needs things to be damaged, and Steel's the literal only other color that can do is the only color period that can do it effectively.
Yep.
So whatever. I guess if you're doing Knights, like sure.
Dopey card.
Flavorful dope.
This card.
Oh yeah? Tell me about it.
Has legs.
Tell me about it.
It's a 3-cost 3/3 that says whenever you play this character, opponents can't play actions until the start of your next turn.
I see. So yeah, if you keep bouncing this thingy, it's Tiana.
Yeah. It's also a win con.
But you can have cards in your hand. Why is it a win con?
How are they going to remove something?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tiana's better than this. You just have to jump through more hoops. Because you have to have no cards in your hand.
This is a 3/3.
It's a 1/4 with resist 2, with 2 lore.
It just dies to anything. This doesn't have to be turned sideways. Your hand doesn't have to be empty.
Yeah. I mean, Tiana doesn't die to anything. It dies only to Maui. It's a 1/4 resist 2.
And like Medusas and stuff like that.
That's true. Well, this dies to Medusa.
Because you have to turn it sideways.
This dies to Medusa as well.
Okay.
You brought up literally the thing that also removes this.
Well, Tiana dies to 3-cost Sizu.
Sure, and it also dies to Brawl, which is relevant.
3-cost Sizu gets a lot better this set, I think.
This does not die to Brawl.
It doesn't. It is true.
Die to Brawl. Yeah, I agree. I think this has legs.
I think this does have legs.
That's neat. It's a hoser for Steel Songs. That's actually funny if they like have harps and you're like Pete.
Yeah.
And they're like wah wah wah.
Yeah.
That's actually
like you play Pete and a couple other things that are just bound to turn sideways because they can't remove them that turn.
Well, I'm just saying, like if they do the thing where they're like harp sing whole new world harp.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm gonna win, and you're like, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Well.
Yeah.
Let's be real. What's really gonna happen is they're gonna go, oh no, quest for 6, play 3 more characters, and then next turn they'll just do it. So I guess you might really have to play it with bounce. If you can play that guy multiple times, it can beat Steel Songs.
Yeah, you play 4 of them.
We're bouncing.
There's a song.
Right, 3-cost inkable song. When will my life begin? It's a Rapunzel song. I already love it. Chosen character can't challenge during their next turn. Draw a card. It's a cantripping song. It's like an aggro cantrippy song.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
Maybe.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I wonder if this
goes in the new aggro Steel Songs deck.
I think this works with shifting. Like, I think even if they shift onto the character, it keeps the status effects.
Yeah.
So, like, if you have an idea they're going to shift a Tink or something, shift a Robin Hood,
yeah,
just be like,
yeah, that's cool.
No, I'm aggroing away.
Yeah.
But if you're aggroing away, are you really playing 3-cost songs? Probably not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Weird space.
It's interesting, then.
Yeah.
3-cost songs that cantrip will get my attention. Or up to 4 costs.
4 cost 3/4 with support. Next.
It ruts.
It struts. It's the Northern Moose.
Oh, it's friend. 4/4 for 4 with 1 lore, but does not have support.
Tukey or
Tukey and Rut.
Tuke?
Probably Tuke. Alanadale.
Read what he does. Go for it.
4-cost inkable 2/3. Whenever you play a song, gain 1 lore, and it also has 2 lore. So, sure. I'll say this: Steel Songs is so good that I'm not sure it can play this card.
Yeah, right. And if you do, it's probably a 2-of or something.
Steel
like
Songs
maybe?
is just so pushed already.
Like, you're just playing this because you love...
Yeah, I love Alanadale. I would play this in my deck that I won the Ursula with.
Yes. Yes.
It's like better flute. I'll say it's much better flute because it's whenever you play a song.
Mm-hmm.
So it is
it's not just
much better flute stapled onto a 2/3 for 4.
It's like 5 lore sometimes.
Yeah,
Card's fine.
This card's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what? This actually makes the oh shoot, what is the Go the Distance? The combo with Go the Distance, where if you have a damaged...
Which one's Go the Distance?
It's the ready a damaged character draw card.
Right.
2-cost song.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you have a damaged character, right, you sing Go the Distance with it and ready itself and cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you have multiple of them, you're just for free, like, completely for free. It's not costing you even an exertion.
Cantripping.
Yeah, you're just cantripping for completely free and gaining a lore. So, cool. And making your Milan huge.
Where are you?
A little too far.
There you
but
are.
close.
Sven. 4-cost Sven, 3/3 with 2 lore. When you play this character, you may ready chosen character. They cannot quest or challenge for the rest of the turn. They can sing.
Yeah,
or they're just safe.
Or use an ability.
Yeah.
An exert ability, like Queen that gets items or something.
Yeah.
Or Bruno.
Yeah, I don't think this is great, but it's kind of a whatever.
This is kind of neat with Bruno. I mean, gain 6 lore potentially.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty good in limited too because it just keeps a card safe
it's
at minimum.
It's a 3/3 2 lore for 4 already. Is not bad. Yeah, it's a neat card.
Yeah.
A super condition already.
Another mini.
Yep. 4-cost inkable Minnie Mouse 1/5 with 2 lore. Whenever this character quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. Yeah, we're not into it, but it's cool. I would probably try it in limited. Doesn't seem that bad. It can be annoying.
A song! Try everything! Once. 4-cost inkable song, remove up to 3 damage from chosen character and ready them. They can't quest or challenge for the rest of this turn. Bad. Get it out. I don't like it.
No. What? No.
You just sing, remove damage, and re-ready the same thing. That's not worth a card.
I guess. Yeah. Well,
another Merlin.
4-cost inkable 3/3 Merlin Turtle. When you play this character and when he leaves play, right? Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one of them on top and the other on the bottom. 2 lore. So it filters. Obviously, we're going to mention Bruno whenever we see anything that has to do with filtering from now until the end of time.
Yeah, it's you know the Merlin Squirrel, the 2/1 that does the same thing but with 1 card.
Yeah.
It's probably about the same power level, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm for sure playing this in limited, but I don't think it's good enough for constricted. It's just too clunky.
All right, 4 cost evasive 2 lore 2/2 Bruni. When this character is banished, you may draw a card.
Yeah, I did talk about this one.
I think that's fine. Good.
I think this card's good. I think this card's probably good.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to kill, but you just replace it no matter how it's banished. And unless they're sending it to your Inkwell, you're fine.
It can sing Bee King.
Yeah. It's evasive, so it can safely sing.
The thing is like, how is this clashing with Goat and Rabbit, right? Like, you can't just play all the 4 costs and Amethyst in the world.
Yeah, right.
And Goat and Rabbit are such staples. It's just not as good as drawing cards as Rabbit, obviously, because it doesn't do its thing with bouncing.
Mm-hmm. But
it's more aggressive. It goes with that new location.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. I think it could be good.
I would guess it doesn't get there. That would be if I had to actually bet money right now. I would. It's like I'm 60-40 against it being good enough.
Yeah.
Slam dunk and limited for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh wait, I don't know what
great. Yeah. Earth Giant.
That's
Go for it.
Right? Yep. 4 cost Inkable Earth Giant. 4/5 2 lore. When you play this character, each opponent draws a card. There's gonna have to be a downside because the rest of that was looking pretty saucy.
4/5 with 2 lore for 4?
Yeah, that was looking pretty saucy. When you play this character, each opponent draws a card. I mean, I think this still has a chance. Because, like, if you're playing that item where, like, your opponents draw cards already, if for whatever reason you don't care that your opponent's drawing cards, which I think can be a situation you're into.
It's a really good stat line.
Like, we've seen, like, we're going to see that green item, which I'm actually even higher on now. We're going to argue a bit at the rares, I'm sure. That makes you discard down to 3.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Why not this? What are they going to do with that extra card? Not much. Oh, what are you going to do about that? Not much. Oh, a little bit more? All right. I think this actually has a chance.
It misses the Medusa check. Or it... Like, I think this is fine.
There's a chance this is even playable and limited.
Yeah, right?
It's beefy. It's beefy and it's threatening.
There's a King of Hearts.
There you go. You're good.
Oh, right. A 4-cost Inkable 1/4 with 2 lore. Exert. So you're not questing with 2 lore. Great. Exert. Chosen character... I'm going to start over.
There you go.
Exert this. Chosen exerted character can't ready at the start of their next turn. That's going to be a theme, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's bad.
That's really bad.
That seems really bad.
Why give a card 2 lore if you're wanting to exert it all the time, right?
It's going to die if it's exerted no matter what anyway.
Right?
Alright, so this is a 4/3. This character can't exert to sing songs because it's a mime. It's a 2 lore 4/3 for 4.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking limited is not bad. That's above the typical common. Here's Ed. Here's Ed coming in hot.
3 lore Ed. Okay.
It's about to eat a zebra.
It's already eating a zebra. It's 2/4 with 3 lore.
Yeah.
Dies to the strength deck.
Are you going to read the card?
Cards. It's my turn?
Yes. I just did. Now we're going to redo this. I just did this.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There yeah, you're literally being Ed. They're in character. Tell us about Ed, Mango.
4-cost uninkable Ed. Hysterical party goer. 2/4 with 3 lore. Coming at you hot. Damaged characters can't challenge this character. Berzoken. Bad.
Yeah, seems bad. But it's interesting. We haven't seen 3 lore at 4 very much at all.
Right? Yeah, that
like
is...
Bell is 5.
Yeah, that's...
uninkable.
Yeah. The four costs usually don't have to be lore unless they don't have text.
I mean, I'm probably slamming this in limited, just to quest it for 3 once.
Yeah.
Deal 2 damage. Down with that. Yo, this is another uncommon enchanted. We're just gonna read the enchanted. These enchanteds are pretty.
Yeah, they are. I really like the enchanted.
4 cost inkable. You're welcome. And it's a song.
You're welcome.
Shuffle chosen character, item, or location into their player's deck. That player draws 2 cards.
It's like a Yzma song.
This seems pretty good.
But for anything. Okay.
This seems pretty good. I mean, the best part of Yzma is his ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a 4/4 lore body, isn't bad either. But this is saying, what about Yzma for free?
What if you sing this with Ursula and just put Ursula in your deck because you already exerted it to play this?
I'm
and
just
you
saying,
draw
dude.
2?
Once again, I already thought before I saw these cards, and I know we're skipping ahead here. I was already on this lemon lime dirtily Daisy Duck nonsense where you don't care how many cards your opponents have.
Right.
This is
They
the
can't
best
play
possible
anything.
thing. This is the best possible thing you can put in it. It's unconditional removal in that deck because you don't care how many cards they have.
Yeah. You just don't let them keep anything on the
Right.
board.
Or you're playing that rare item that makes them discard down to
locations
3.
and items
This
too.
card's broken. This card's extremely good. I think this card's extremely good. Yeah. This is probably the best uncommon we've seen. We've seen
enchanted.
We've seen a few good cards. So that's actually looking better than I should not have canceled my pre-order. That's looking better. These are some pretty compelling cards we've seen.
There's another
here.
racer.
Yeah.
It's a vanilla racer. Let's.
All right, moving along.
keep
moving
going.
along. Cool racer.
There's the other side of the card.
There
Mickey
it is.
Mouse.
You called it.
4 cost 2/4 with 2 lore. While you have a character named Minnie Mouse in play, this character gets +2 strength. So it's a 4/4 with 2 lore.
4/4 lore. That's pretty good in limited.
1 lore over par, as we just saw.
Yeah, that's pretty good in limited.
Mm-hmm.
All right, another racer, or this one's a
This
sour
one is shift.
speedster. 4 inkable, 3/3 with 1 lore, shift 2. Once per turn when this character moves to a location, gain 2 lore. Gain 2 lore when it's moving to locations. I mean, that's a lot of lore to be gaining.
Especially if you tuck it to Snuggly Paradise.
It is only once per. It is only once per turn. Yeah, I mean, I think this is once again a slam dunk unlimited. If you have like some of the, we've seen some pretty decent locations here.
Yeah.
Already, but other than that, I'm not doing this. That's actually pretty good. Like, I mean, I guess this actually does have a chance otherwise as well. Like, it has a lot of random things going to it. Shift 2. If this thing was 2 lore as well, I guess there's like really very little reason to shift this because like it's just vanilla as heck.
Yeah.
You know, outside of its movement ability. So whatever.
Glimmer versus Glimmer. 4 cost uninkable action. Banish chosen character of yours to banish chosen character. It's not good.
It's not good. It's just too expensive.
It's the Prince Eric that's already an uninkable 4 cost.
Yeah. Or I mean, it's just 1 away from Dragon's Fire.
Yeah, like
why not just Dragon's Fire? If this was inkable, then you'd have me at a reason. If this costs 3, I'd say maybe then you have a reason. But like at 4 and uninkable, if this is a song,
yeah, we've got the 4 cost uninkable song last set.
Yeah, there's no shot eating an entire character of yours, even ones that like to already be banished, is worth just a 1 discount over Dragonfire. I just don't see it.
Yeah, as an action, like no thanks.
There we go. 4/3, 2 lore for 4. Cute. 4 cost, inkable, 1/4, 2 lore. Your character's named Arthur, gain resist +1. It's another Merlin, back from Bermuda.
A 1 cost, 2/3, resist 1, reckless.
That's true, yeah.
This is bad though.
Yeah, it seems pretty bad.
Nexties.
Cute though.
Sapphire Chromacon, 4-cost uninkable item. This item enters play exerted.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Exert, pay 2, banish one of your items to gain 2 lore. It's too much.
That's too much. That's
way too much.
So much.
I mean, once again, though, like, in an items-only scenario...
Well, that being said, we are, by we, I mean us and some of the friends that we playtest with, are pretty high on the 1-cost inkable action that just says banish shows an item. Its owner gains 2 lore.
It's just worse.
I think that actually has a chance.
Yeah, that's definitely better now. Oh, this is one of the first cards I saw when it was spoiled.
I mean, I guess it's bad. 4-cost uninkable Stitch, Team Underdog, 1/4. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage. Again, Emerald Steel out of 10. Emerald requires this to function, but it's just not good.
1/4 for 4.
It does shoot for 2, so it's like a bad Flame Tongue Kevu. If they printed Flame Tongue Kevu in this, how good do you think of it? So imagine there's a 4-cost uninkable. Here, we'll use this as an example. Flame Tongue Kevu in Magic is broken. Imagine it was a 4/2. Let's say even a 4/2 Reckless. Let's say a 4/2 Reckless, 4-cost uninkable, and when it comes into play, it deals 4 damage to chosen character. Would that be broken?
For 4?
For 4.
Yeah.
Okay. And I even nerfed what Flame Tongue Kevu was in Magic. It was an uncommon.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very good card. It's a
1/7. That's a new stat line.
1/7.
Seems pretty bad.
Inkable, 1 lore. Yeah, not. I mean, if you can pump this in some way, like its attack, I could see in limited it being interesting.
Yeah, not just during your turn.
Yeah. 4-cost.
There's another
inkable,
dwarf.
Sneezy.
He's about to sneeze.
3/4. It's because he's sneezy. 3/4. 1 lore. When you play this character, choose a knight character, gains Challenger +2.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing the theme deck, sure, but
decks,
if not, it's really bad.
Speaking of another knight, take Bashful.
4-cost Bashful, 3/4 with 1 lore. While you have a character named Snow White in play, this character gains Bodyguard.
What?
Wow,
That's horrendous. If you just gave
bad.
if you just gave a Bodyguard, it would still just be as medium as it could be. What are we doing?
All right, what
at least make this something better.
It's a Knight Ally Dream. Yeah,
at least, like, if you said resist +1 in Bodyguard, I'd be like, oh, that's at least interesting.
We'll see.
That's just poor design. I'm not into it. Fix It Felix Jr. Poor design. I'm not into it.
Oh.
Right. 5-cost inkable 4/5 shift 3. Your locations get +2 willpower.
Okay.
That's neat.
Yep.
Only 1 lore.
We've never seen a character do that for locations.
Yeah, this is new.
Versa.
This is new.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, 4/5 for 5 is fine.
I like it because I haven't considered characters doing this for locations. Like, that hasn't been in my like mental design space of what could happen.
And then if you put it on a location that gives it willpower as well.
It's an infinite.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to deal with. It is only 1 lore.
Yeah,
that part kind of sucks.
Yeah, I don't think this card itself is good, but it's like interesting. I like it, and that design space
could be pretty good and limited.
Could get there. Yeah,
I like that. I like this card. 5-cost inkable 1/4 with 2 lore. It's got shift 3. It's got evasive, and it has Challenger 3. I think it's pretty good. There's
Isn't there like an Anna or an Elsa that's like kind of similar to this?
No, so this 1/4 this 1/4/04 stat line is a 4-cost uninkable Zeus and the 4-cost uninkable Rafiki from this set. But this also has evasive and 2 lore. So I think this is fine. Shifts onto the 1-cost Archimedes.
Yeah, I like it.
It's nice art.
This is also a ground test unlimited. Yeah, I think this is pretty good.
This card had enchanted.
Well, like I said, I think there's an Anna or Elsa in this set, like at rare or super rare or something that's like fairly similar to this. It's like also
I
like
know
a
what you're talking
challenger,
about.
evasive, 2
Yeah,
lore.
it's a 2/5.
2/5, yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
But yeah, this just seems... This seems right on borderline, like, just straight up powerful enough for constructed. And it might be.
Yeah.
Like, it can sing stuff
It's
at
just straight
5
up
as
decent.
well. Like, just shift 3 singing 5 cost stuff.
Yeah.
Like, immediately.
That has a 1 cost already.
This might just straight up slide into your mid-range steel amethyst deck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because it can sing Whole New World and Grab.
Yeah.
And any song you want it to. Without even worrying about being
Shift
cracked back because
Diablo.
it's evasive. This one's pretty good. Yeah. It deals with Diablo. You can shift it and immediately sing something and not really worry about a crackback, and it's a 2 lore threat.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a poor man's Robin Hood, honestly. Yeah. Pretty good. Monstro, Whale of a Whale. 5 cost inkable, 5/6.
Dies to no removal.
1 lore. It's mid, I'll play it limited. This has an enchanted.
5 cost, draw 3.
I can't imagine I'm ever doing this.
Yeah, I don't think.
Why does this have an enchanted? I can't imagine I'm ever do. Why would I do this? Why am I playing this? I mean, I'm obviously playing 4 friends before I'm playing the first one of these. The question is, why am I playing this as my 5th friends?
Like
when I could be playing rabbits.
Jafar maybe, but like just no.
No. Then you're playing that ridiculous Peter Pan song that
the 10 cost.
Steve played a couple of them.
Yeah.
That is not the enchanted I want to open.
Yeah.
Although it looked awesome.
Yeah, it is cool art.
Zazu, 5 cost inkable, 3/5 evasive with 2 lore. That's a beater and limited.
Yep.
I tell you what, it's no Ray though.
Yeah, it's no Ray.
It's just worse than Ray. Does destroy Ray, but it's still worse than Ray.
Yeah. It's a 5 cost 3/7 with 2 lore.
Also, I'll play all this big stuff in limited.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nowhere else. Oh,
get a fun one.
Here's a Robin Hood that some people were interested in, not me. 5 cost inkable, 3/5 Floodborn Hero, shift 3 with 1 lore. This character gains +1 lore for each opposing damage character in play. Again, better in limited than anything else.
It's probably got 2, maybe 3 lore, but like, okay.
Yeah, sure. Like you play your 2 cost uninkable Steel Robin, shoots a couple things, and then like you shift this on it, and then it has 3 lore and quest for 3,
and then it dies.
And you got 2 for 1. But yeah, it's neat. I like it at uncommon. Like it doesn't need to. Uncommons and commons don't need to break the game. Yeah. We've already seen, frankly, our fair share of like pretty good commons and uncommons. Scar, take it.
The Mufasa hate. What?
Yeah.
5 cost 6/3 with 2 lore. That's a weird stat line. When you play this character, you may banish chosen character named Mufasa. There is a giant new Mufasa that's Sapphire, but
yeah, that's true. I have seen that one.
Yeah,
but obviously this is the Amber one is the best. Excuse me, the best one to get with this. But yeah, I mean, you're no one's just playing that Scar to deal with that one Mufasa. So
I am.
Ludovic von Drake, self-proclaimed genius. It's a 4/4 for 5 inkable with 3 lore. Very straightforward, very playable in limited.
Well done.
Thank you. They do call me a genius. That's art.
Whoa, there's a King Candy that shifts.
Yeah, or the other thing. Yeah, the other
whatever that
can
other
shift on
card is.
That weird racer.
5 cost non-inkable 3/3 with 2 lore. Shift 3. It can shift onto King Candies or the card we read earlier. When you play this character, you may draw 2 cards. Then put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck.
This reads like a rare.
Yeah. It's only a 3/3.
Because
5.
the 2 cards that you're drawing, though, you don't have to choose between them.
Yeah. You put them in your hand first.
Yeah, and then just take the total worst card out of your hand.
That's fine.
I mean, this reads like a rare.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not.
Yeah, it feels like a rare.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have made it a little more aggressive by like making it inkable or making it cost 4 and shift 2 or like something silly, but now we're really getting push territory. I mean, this card seems pretty good. I mean, this is an absolute slam dunk at Uncommon and Limited. Like, my goodness, you're playing this every time.
Yeah.
Draw 2, put the worst card on the bottom. Every time. So your net... It's cantripping immediately, but in Limited, that's even better because you're going to have some amount of bad cards in your hand.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, like, increasing your card... it's almost like draw 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it might as well be. It's good.
That's interesting.
This is good.
That's, again... This
Sweet abomination.
Yeah. It is an abomination. This is the most rare, like, uncommon I think I've ever seen them print. Just really feels like a rare. I'm almost positive they downshifted it. Donald Duck, Focused Flatfoot. 5 cost, inkable, 3/4/2 lore. When you play this character, you may put the top card of your deck into your ink well face down and exerted.
Too late in the game.
Yeah, it's too late in the game for constructed, but I'm down in Limited. Why not?
Yeah.
In limited that gets you to 6 without like using a card.
Yeah, you don't have to ink that.
That being said, like there's very few things that cost 6 at common and uncommon, so maybe you don't care about 6.
Right. 5 cost uninkable item.
Here it is.
There you go. Exert this. Pay 1. Return an item card from your discard to your hand.
There it is.
That's
how we start doing degenerate stuff.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of it. The beginning of some degeneracy.
Note. How many cards have we seen that banish items?
A lot, and there's a lot of self-banishing items.
No. Cards that banish your opponent's items.
Well, there's the one, but it puts them in their inkwell. The 2 cost inkable blue.
I'm saying in Limited, if you pull this, are you keeping little items?
Well, they self-banish. The little items, like, all self-banish, or a lot of them do.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm
Yeah.
saying, do you go item heavy in Limited if you pull this? Because
I'm not playing this.
they're not going to be able to get your items.
I think this card's just bad, period.
It's just bad.
I just think it's way too slow. Yeah, it's just way too slow.
Yeah, 5.
Like, you really have to be doing something degenerate and constructed, but, like, even if I'm cycling, like, I would have to have so many Popsicle and Fortispheres to consider playing this even in Limited.
Yeah.
Because just giving something +1 resist or whatever, like, I don't care. I have to find that and this.
Yeah.
And then I'm paying 2 ink round trip to give something +1 resist.
Nah. Yeah.
It's way too slow. Hi. Oh, a big hi.
Yeah.
5 cost inkable 4/5/2 lore bodyguard. Slaps out of 10 in Limited. What's that one that you were like trying to play in constructed? Is this just better than it? There's like some bodyguard you were like randomly playing in steel.
The 4/7?
Yeah. Was that 4/7 body 4/6?
There's a 4/7. The
4/7 one lore?
Shenpo. Yeah.
I guess that's better
4/7 is better than
of Maui.
Yeah.
Because Maui check
And Zeus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this does have 2 lore. But
yeah, but Zeus is more compelling. Maid Marian, you take it.
6 cost uninkable 4/5 with 2 lore. When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -5 strength until the next turn.
Oh, that's similar to the other one.
Yeah, they're just both bad as the sad part.
Well, and Limited, I think they're both pretty good, but
yeah, but
this one's actually just medium. Man, I want a high
This
rarity
one's a
Maid Marian. Give me a high rarity Maid Marian.
please.
Hopefully this set. Yell. The Knock. 6 cost inkable mythical spirit. 5/5 when lore. When you play this character, you may move up to 2 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. It's also a limited out of whatever. It's pretty good in limited. I mean, I'm playing basically all big stuff in limited.
There's
Simba.
a Shift Simba! 6 cost Shift 4, 3/5 Simba with 1 lore. When you play this character, you may banish chosen item or location.
Benja.
Or location.
Yeah. Better Benja. It's a Fall the Titans.
Yeah. Clash.
Clash of the Titans,
yeah. I don't think it's good enough.
Oh, it's for sure not good enough in constructed, but
yeah, it's just not. It doesn't have the stats to be good, or the lore.
If there was some like cheap cantripping Simba, there's a cheap looting Simba that I'm a big fan of, but yeah,
we're not
into it otherwise. Oh, I get the last common and uncommon, the Steel Chromacon, 6 cost. Uninkable. I know what this does. Exert to deal 1 damage to chosen character. Emerald out of 10. That being said, I'm probably playing this in limited. I can see this being pretty good in limited.
Yeah, because you
is
just
annoying.
play it. And, just bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, this is the sort of thing that can
It's so annoying.
be very, very aggravating.
But so bad otherwise. Like, why? Why would you do this?
If there's some way to like ready items,
there's the 1 cost action that does this for all your characters.
No, it was like a 2. It was a 2 cost uninkable action that made you pay 1.
No, it was a 1 cost.
It was 2.
It was a 1.
It was 2. Bet. How much?
$1.
All right, $1.
Gambling's legal in Boston.
You know what? I'm just gonna set it to cost 2. Oh no! It costed 1. No shot.
Idiot.
No shot. It cost 1.
Oh, I like the confidence of only filtering for 2s.
Yeah, I was very confident.
There it is. Food fight.
You're right. It did cost 1.
Gosh,
Give
who
me
are
$1.
the upside down K?
It did cost 1. Yeah, but you have to pay 1 for every character.
You have to pay 6 for that item.
It's true, but
and
you
you
do it
can't
every
ink
turn.
it.
Yeah, but how many characters are you gonna have in play when you play this?
How many ink do you have to ink before you get to 6?
I mean, you're not playing this before turn 6 anyway. You're playing this on turn 6, and you're hoping you've stuck 3 characters by that point, so that this does anything.
This card's trash.
Yeah, I know. The other one is 2, but now I owe you $1.
Yes!
And I was wrong. But we finished! We finished commons and uncommons.
Yeah. Now we get the
we ate
fun
our
part.
vegetables. Yeah, now we get the fun
Yeah.
part.